Look, let's be honest. It's that time of the year where all of you guys, all of the supporters, everyone that doesn't do content is at home with their pen and paper, waiting to see who looks the most deluded at the end of the year. Nobody really cares about predictions, do they? They just want to catch people out at the end of the year with receipts that said, hey, in August you said this, and now what are you saying now? It's like, we're in May. It's 9 months later. So everybody just wants to see the world crash and burn when it comes to prediction content. And you know what? That's really why I don't really do prediction content. Because regardless, you're going to get 95% of the shouts wrong. Like, they're going to be wrong. 95% of your shouts are going to be wrong. You know what I mean? So it's really pointless at the end of the day. So I'm not just going to do the typical predictions where it's just, there's real thought behind it. No. This is going to be called the No Logic Premier League Predictions. The No Logic Premier League Predictions. And I'm just going to go with the flow. I'm going to go with my heart. Listen, I woke up this morning. I feel different than I woke up when I woke up last night. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way it is. That's just the way I feel, because this table this season is very hard to predict. I'm not really into the predicting. I'm more into looking forward to what players I want to watch and what teams and what certain things I want to see in each team. But this is a prediction. This is a prediction episode, so I'll give some predictions. But as I said, it's the predictions for dummies. No Logic Premier League predictions. So let's go with the champions. I'm gonna go with the champions. I'm gonna go with, I'm gonna start from the top. All right, champions. I'm gonna go with Liverpool. Now, a lot of people are saying Liverpool are gonna run away with it. I'm not gonna lie. If they didn't get Isak, I might change my mind. But right now, because I think they're going to end up with Isak, I'm going to give Liverpool the Premier League champions. I think with Mo Salah, you've got guaranteed 30 goals and assists at least in the league. So you're gonna always compete. We'll see how Van Dijk is. Didn't look good in the Community Shield, but it's just the Community Shield. We'll see what happens. But I look at Liverpool and I think to myself, they should still be very potent offensively. Defensively, there might be some worries. They might be getting Mark Gay in, but it's more about what their midfield three is going to be. Because if Arne Slot is going for Wirtz in the 10, then he is going to need to figure out who his pivot behind Wirtz is going to be. Because defensively, Wirtz is not going to necessarily improve anything compared to where Szoboszlai or McAllister and Gravenberch played. This time, it might be Wirtz, Gravenberch and somebody on McAllister. Maybe that might be the situation, but the energy and the presence that Szoboszlai brings was always key as well. But I am going to go with Liverpool as champions. Now, second, third, and fourth place. What did they say? What did I say in the beginning? It's the No Logic predictions. Second place, I'm going with Chelsea. I'm going with Chelsea for second place. I'm going with Chelsea for second place. And do you know what's funny? I think this is all interchangeable. Don't worry, people. This doesn't mean that I think Arsenal and City are bad. Anything can happen. It's August. A ball hasn't been kicked. Signings haven't been made. But I'm going with Chelsea. I'm liking what I see from them. They're bubbling. Don't underestimate that Club World Cup win against PSG. That would have buoyed them. That would have made them believe that they are one of the best teams in the world. João Pedro's there. Liam Delap is there off the bench. Alternatively, they've signed players again. Colwell is an injury loss. However, I think Chelsea are going to have enough to subside that. I'm looking at them. I think everybody's in a good motion at the moment. Cucurella's feeling it. Only concern is the goalkeeper. Now, but the thing about it, even with the goalkeeper there, pre-season, Club World Cup, it didn't really matter. And that's the sign of a good team. Caicedo, he's on it. Enzo, steadily improving. We'll see if he's going to be, what role he's going to play. They have Cole Palmer, the magic man. I think Chelsea have all what it takes to compete this season. Whether they win the league or not, Chelsea will compete for the Premier League title this season. I'm telling you, third place, we are going with Arsenal. We're going with Arsenal in third place. I think Arsenal, their floor is still top three. Their floor is still top three, I feel. Partey left. Okay, they brought in Zubimendi. We'll see if that's an improvement. We're going to find out. Partey was good last season. So Yes, people are going to say, have Arsenal enough? There's always the frustration about who wins the transfer window, blah, blah, blah. But Arsenal haven't really lost much. They're still the same team. They still have Saliba. They still have Gabriel. They still have Raya. They still have Timber. They still have MLS. They still have Calafiori, who's coming back. Going to give them a different dimension. They've got... they brought in Noni. Now, I don't know how that sign is going to pan out, but I'm rooting for him. Hopefully, he does well. Gyökeres, he has to come in and be the difference. It's simple as that. He has to come and be the difference. Eze was never an Arsenal player. So thinking about it like, oh, but we didn't get Eze. He was never an Arsenal player. So what I'm looking at is what Arsenal's floor is for me. And Arsenal's floor is top 3. Saka, this season, I need a 25-goal campaign. I want to see Saka take that leap. I want to see Saka, we know he's a brilliant player, but I want to see him now take that leap and say, do you know what? Like, it's different levels now. I'm going to drag Arsenal to a title. I'm going to drag Arsenal, and I'm looking forward to seeing it again. I don't know what's going to happen this season, but I want to see Saka take that responsibility from start to finish. These are the ages where Rooney, Ronaldo, all these legendary names, Hazard, these are the ages they really started and putting it down. You get where I'm coming from. So Bukayo Saka, that's my challenge to you. Gyökeres, you have to get it done though. All the pressure is on Victor Gyökeres. And in 4th place, I think it's obvious, I'm going with Manchester City. Now, a lot of people are probably thinking, Cam, you're sleeping on City. Maybe I am, but I just can't look past the defense of Ait Nori, Diaz, Gvardiol, and Nunes. And I don't know who their goalkeeper is. I'm seeing that they might sign Donnarumma. That doesn't feel like a Pep signing to me. I'm surprised that Pep is going down that angle, considering how he likes to play from the back, considering how much Man City goalkeeper is probably going to have the ball distributing. It just seems like it seemed like something that Man United would have done. You know, it seemed like something that Man United or Chelsea would have done. I'm surprised that Man City are going down that lane. Now, again, this video is shot before. If they get Rodrigo, that's a whole different discussion. We'll see what that does for them. I'm looking forward to seeing their team gel. Reinders is going to be brilliant. I know it. Cherki, I think, is going to be excellent. Haaland is going to be back to his best. I think Foden is going to get back to his best too. And in and around the pieces, we'll see what happens. I think going forward, Man City are going to have no problem. But I'm looking at their team and it still feels lightweight for me. It just feels a bit featherweight. I'm still seeing Bernardo is going to be starting. I'm seeing Gundogan's going to be getting a lot of minutes. Rodri is struggling with injuries. I'm looking at it and I'm looking at the defense. Diaz has not been that guy for a while. I've never really been a fan of him, but he's definitely not that guy right now. And then Gvardiol, we'll see him in the centre-back role, of course. Nori and Nunes, again, good going forward, but defensively, it's still a bit shaky. So I'm looking at Man City defensively, and I'm just not convinced. I still haven't seen how they have fixed their transition issues. I'd never look at Man City and think, oh, the reason why you're not good is because you don't score goals. No, it was because transition-wise and defensively, they just weren't at it. And I think that is still the case. They're still relying on Akanji, Ake, Stones. For me, that's just not enough. So I'm looking at Man City, and I'm predicting Man City for 4th place. Now, just to round up the top 5, I'm going to go, I know everybody's going to be shocked probably. Again, no logic. I'm going with Newcastle. Now, Newcastle, a lot of people are saying they're the losers of the windows. The players in the camp, for me, are not going to be sitting there thinking, oh, man, we didn't get him. But they just want to get on and play. They're not thinking, oh, we didn't get Cunha. That's all fan talk. Yes, Isak might leave. That might rattle the camp. But I think Newcastle will get, if they're linked with Samu, I think they can get, if they get someone like Samu or maybe a Wissa, something like that. He's not no Alexander Isak, but I think it's enough. I think Newcastle still, their set team of, I think it's Ramsdale on goal now or Pope, I don't know. Livramento, Lewis Hall, the 2 centre-halves, Tonali, Joe Linton. They brought in Jacob Ramsey, but it'll be Tonali, Joe Linton, and Bruno, Elanga, Anthony Gordon, Harvey Barnes. I still look at their squad, Jacob Murphy. I still look at their squad and think it's a good team. They're going to be in the nitty-gritty. They're still going to be a problem going to St. James Park. So I'm going to go with them 5th place. And listen, if anybody's thinking, where is Man United going to finish? I've got Man United about 8th, I would say. We'll see what happens with Carlos Baleba, but right now I still need to see more from a Ruben Amorim setup and a Ruben Amorim team. So the attack, I think, is going to be better. That's why we won't finish 15th. However, I think there's still a lot that Man United needs to do. Building up it's not good enough. So I'm not confident much about the season. If Man United can get a Conference League place, great. Realistically, great. Now, let's get into the next one. So that was my top 4, and that was my champions. Now, what is the next one that we're going to do? You know what? I'm going to go for top goal scorer. My top goal scorer this season, it's a tough one between 2 men. It can only be 2 men. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all know I'm talking about Mohamed Salah and Erling Haaland. But because he lost it last season, I'm going to go for Erling Haaland. I'm going to go for Erling Haaland, Golden Boot. I think it's just hard to stop this guy. Salah did his bits last season, but I think Haaland missed 27 big chances or something like that. And it was a bit of a down year for him in a weird way, even though he scored over 30 goals. So I think Erling Haaland is going to be the top goal scorer this season in the Premier League. Top assister. Again, you know I got to talk about Mohamed Salah. You know I got to talk about Cole Palmer. I think Mohamed Salah, and we're looking at Bukayo Saka. He's got the set pieces. He's got the final ball. Mohamed Salah is going to have Isaac potentially, Ekatike. How can he really fail? I'm going to sit on the fence. I'm going joint top assisters, Bukayo Saka and Mohamed Salah. Now, if Ryan Cherki started all season, maybe I'll put him, but that's who I'm going with. I'm going joint assist, Saka and Salah. Now, one to watch. Let's go for one to watch. Players that I want to watch. My one to watch player this season, I just said his name, is Ryan Cherki. There's no other way of describing it. He is the player I am going to turn my TV on to watch. He is the player I am going to wake up at 12:30 kickoff to watch. He is the most mercurial talent for me in the Premier League. Right foot, left foot, dribbling ability, close control, passing, weight of pass, receiving the ball on both feet. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Tight areas, ball manipulation, can shoot off both feet. Listen, the guy is a supreme talent. He's a mercurial talent. And if he can put the pieces together, if Pep allows it, if Pep permits, and he is a starter for Manchester City with the combination of Phil Foden, with the combination of Erling Haaland and what Manchester City do, we are looking at, for me, one of the best players in the Premier League. I want to see a level of that kind of when Hazard came into Premier League, his first touch, spinning that guy against Wigan. You said, yep, we've got one here. That's the feeling I want to get with Ryan Cherki, and I'm just hoping we are allowed that opportunity for it. Now, next one, let's say surprise team of the season. You know I got to go with my boys, David Moyes. I got to go with my boy, David Moyes and Everton. I think Everton are going to actually be in the top 10, and I think they're going to be pushing for Conference League places this season. I like what they've done. They were bubbling last season. David Moyes' impact was absolutely brilliant. Nobody can deny that. His impact was absolutely brilliant, and I think this season he is going to kick on and do it again. He's brought in Jack Grealish. He's brought in Thierry Barry. He's still got Ndiaye, who's absolutely fantastic player. They're linked with Diblin. I'm liking what Everton's doing. I'm liking David Moyes. Steady Premier League manager, new stadium. I see wonders happening at Everton, and I think they're going to have a good year, which they've needed because it's been quite a tough few years in the last couple. It's been quite a tough few years in the last couple. What's the word? Tough couple seasons in the last few years. That's what I wanted to say. So I'm going to go with Everton as the surprise package. Now, signing of the season. Ooh, signing of the season. Do you know what signing I'm really liking? And now, again, why? I don't know. I'm just saying it. I like Granit Xhaka to Sunderland. I'm thinking about who is going to automatically walk into their football club and become a cult hero. I think is going to be Granit Xhaka. I think Sunderland are going to stay up. I look at Granit Xhaka, the experience he brings. Let's not forget, this guy came off the back of a brilliant Arsenal season, winning the league with Bayer Leverkusen, and then last season was okay, and he's moved on. This ain't a player that's washed. This is the captain of Sunderland now. Instantly, he's going to bring his leadership, his infectious energy, his infectious personality. I think Sunderland are going to stay up. I think the Sunderland fans are going to love him. And I am looking forward to seeing Joe Linton versus Granit Xhaka in the Tyne Wear or Tyneside, whatever they call it, Northeast Derby. I can't wait to see that. I think Granit Xhaka is going to be a brilliant signing for them. Maybe in a way of Scott Parker for West Ham all them years ago when he won Football Writers Player of the Year. He was just brilliant. He was so infectious for them. You know what I mean? He was so infectious for them. Now, let me look at the rest of my list of what the prediction criteria is. Give me 1 second, people. The predictions. Let's say, okay, so let's go with my manager to get sacked first. Now, this is a tough one. I think Amrim's under pressure. Those first 10 games, he's got to get it right. I think Vitor Pereira at Wolves, he's got to do some bits. It's not looking good at Wolves these days. Keith Andrews at Brentford. I think Brentford are going to probably stick by him. But I think Brentford are going to have a bad season. But I think Brentford are going to probably stick by him because they know they've had a bad window. They know it might not be so much down to the manager what could happen to them this season. So I am going to go with Leeds United's manager, Daniel Farke. I'm sorry, Daniel Farke. Last time he was in the Premier League, he had a shocking time. I think this year, Daniel Farke, I think Leeds are going to have a tough season. So I am predicting for Daniel Farke, which is tough. I feel bad. I don't really like doing these ones. But I think Daniel Farke is going to be the first manager to get sacked in the Premier League. Okay, next one. Let's see. So I already said my player to watch is Ryan Shirky. I've given my predictions. Let's say, you know what? I want to do one where I'm going to say the player, a couple players that I want to see that I think are under immense pressure this season. And when I say pressure, I don't mean pressure as in like, how I mean it is I want to see something from them. These are the players that I want to see. I think these 6-7 players that I'm about to say, people, are players that have a different kind of pressure on them, right? Cole Palmer is one of them. Now, I am going to say that I think Cole Palmer is going to be in Player of the Year conversations because I think Chelsea are going to have a fantastic season. And I think Cole Palmer is going to be pivotal to that. But I'm looking at him and it's not pressure as in like, oh, you're not a good player. It's, I want to see you take that next step. So this is what I mean. This is my question to these guys. I want to see Palmer. He's already brilliant. He already scores in big games. But this year, there's Champions League. This year, Chelsea want to push on and on. I want Cole Palmer to make this his league. That is my question to him. Next one, Phil Foden. Foden, you have to respond. You have to respond. Last season was not good enough. Everybody's doubted him. He's literally become like you mention him. It sounds like you're talking about the worst player in the world. I know Phil Foden's an absolute baller. I know what Phil Foden can do. We saw what he can do. Let's have it right. Him and Rodri, 2-man stepped Man City to the Premier League that season. Don't try and disregard it. It's facts. It's proven. It's in the history books. Done and dusted. I want to see Phil Foden get back to that level. Scoring goals, half turn, shots, improving, making the team better. That's my challenge to Phil Foden. So that's one of the ones that I am looking at. Another one, Kobbie Mainoo, my boy, Kobbie Mainoo. This is I'm not even going to say a crossroads season because that might be early for such a young player. But this is a very interesting season. It is a very interesting season for Kobbie Mainoo because Kobbie Mainoo doesn't seem to be in favour with Ruben Amorim in terms of a starter. I need to see Kobbie Mainoo take the next step. Kobbie Mainoo for me is an absolutely fantastic talent. he is going to have to get himself in that 11. Now, I have my question marks over any manager who favors a Ugarte, a Casemiro, or these type of players over a Kobbie Mainoo, but that's not the discussion. This is an interesting moment for Kobbie Mainoo. He's in contract negotiations. If he's sitting on the bench, not getting England call-ups, what's that going to do for his situation? This could be a season where he might think maybe my future isn't at Manchester United. Or will he sit down and think I'm going to outlast Ruben Amorim? This is a big moment for Kobbie Mainoo this season. I'm a big fan. I don't need to talk about it. But the one thing I will say for Kobbie is I want to see him, like when he broke through in their team under Ten Hag, get on the ball more. Believe that you can do this. Sometimes I'm looking at him on the pitch, I'm thinking he doesn't want to get on the ball as much as he used to want to. Is it because of this new 2 flat back system in the midfield? Maybe. But I want to see Kobbie get that ball in the first phase. Turn, get on the ball, run past 1 or 2, then play the ball. I want to see that swagger back. So Kobbie Mainoo is on my list of players that I need. I need more. I already mentioned Bukayo Saka. Again, just like Palmer, they've done this thing. They're fantastic. They've done this thing. This isn't if you don't do it, you're a flop. Or no, this is, can you go from great to elite? And that's why I want 25 goals from Bukayo Saka. Will we get that? Let's see. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Victor Gyökeres, next one, of course, mention him again. He's got a lot of pressure on him. We know that. He has to deliver for Arsenal. His objective this season is to win major trophies with Arsenal. Anything less, I'm not sure their fans will accept it unless he's scoring 30, 35 goals and he's got to look at other people. Next one. I don't even want to say another Arsenal player because it looks like I'm just saying only Arsenal, but I have to. Martin Odegaard. I think he is in the same boat as Phil Foden. You went from being spoken about as one of the best players in the Premier League, one of the best midfielders, arguably the best midfielder in the league, to now being slandered left, right and centre. They think Martin Odegaard is not even... I'm seeing starting 11s without Martin Odegaard in the team, in the Arsenal team. I'm seeing Tony Adams say strip him off captaincy. I'm seeing people want 18, 15-year-olds to start ahead of him. What are you going to do, Martin Odegaard, to change that? Martin Odegaard, you're the captain of Arsenal. I still think he's a fantastic footballer, but he's got to do more. He's got to take the mantle. He's got to be braver. He's got to get back to the first 2 seasons where he really made that breakthrough. 22, 23, 23, 24. The big games, you want to see Martin Odegaard stamped on it. You don't want to see it only as Bukayo Saka having to do this, do that, Declan Rice having to do this. We need Martin Odegaard to step up. Or, I don't need it, but Arsenal fans need it. So anyway, that is... that's one. And of course, I can't go without saying Alexander Isak and Florian Wirtz. Of course, they have immense pressure on their shoulders. Wirtz, I don't think is going to be as much because I think Wirtz is going to come into a situation of a blossoming Liverpool team. So Liverpool, they're just going to go about their business. They're going to have fun. They're going to score goals. Mohamed Salah is going to do what he needs to do. Ekitike is going to do what he needs to do. So Wirtz can kind of guide his way into the team. But Alexander Isak, this might be the one. Listen, he is under a lot of pressure. Now, Isak is a fantastic player. Arguably a top 3 centre striker in the Premier League, probably second best striker in the Premier League behind Haaland. But going to Liverpool for a record transfer after the tantrum that he's thrown, after everything that's gone on, I've already done a video on this. Isak will have crazy pressure on him next season. Crazy pressure on him. So I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen. Those are my players to kind of watch next season and see what step they take. They all have different type of narratives around them. Those are ones that I'm looking and seeing what they are going to do. Now, I mentioned Newcastle for 5th, but at the point of this video, Tottenham haven't made their signings. If Tottenham make the signings of Eze and Savinho, I think I'm going to go with Tottenham 5th. But that hasn't happened yet. So as of this video right now, I've got to say that I'm going to still go with Newcastle. Everybody was doing a hot take of the season. My hot take of the season. No logic, just vibes. Max Dowman is getting an England call-up. No logic, just vibes. Max Dowman is getting an England call-up. Whether that means he's going to be in the camp, just seeing what's going on, whether that means he's going to play, I don't know. Max Dowman is getting an England call-up. And one of... Nah, I'm not going to do that one. I'm not going to do the one I was just about to say. I'm not going to do the one I was just going to say. But, another hot take. Let me give a United-related hot take. Just for vibes, no logic. I'm going to say Benjamin Sesko. Just for vibes, no logic. Scores the most goals a Man United player has scored in the league since Robin van Persie. So that means he has to score 19 Premier League goals. I'm going to say Benjamin Sesko is going to score 19 Premier League goals. I'm moving mad. Fuck it. I'm going to go with it. Benjamin Sesko is going to score 19 Premier League goals. Max Dowman is getting his England call-up. That's what I'm going for. Is there anything else that I've missed out? I don't know. I'm not doing the whole league table. Guys, make sure you like, share, subscribe. I don't like doing prediction content. I'm only doing this for vibes. I'm only doing this for you guys. This is the No Logic Premier League predictions for dummies. Let me know in the comments. Let me know your predictions. If you guys want to watch content creators like myself give ours, you give yours. Let me see what yours are. We can come back to at the end of the season. Who's the one to watch? Who's the signing of the season? Who's the flop signing of the season? I'd even do that. I think it's going to be Jordan Henderson. Who's the champions? Who's getting top 4? All of that. Let me know. What are you most excited to see? That is the type of videos that I'm going to do soon. Well, Liverpool play tomorrow, so whatever. But it's the ones where what am I most excited to see? What am I most looking forward to seeing? Like, I'm looking forward to seeing how are Sesko, how are Cunha, how are Mbeumo going to get on? How are they going to combine? That's the type of stuff I'm looking forward to seeing. You know what I mean? And you know what? I'm going to give you guys one more prediction. My breakthrough player... Not breakthrough, but my most improved player this season. Let me end it on a Man United note. Patrick Dorgu. Believe in Patrick Dorgu and also believe in Lenny Yoro. Guys, it's your boy CultureCams. Like, share, subscribe. This has been 27 minutes of me saying absolute nonsense. Like, share, subscribe. 99.9% of these comments of my prediction are going to be wrong. But this is what we do it for. We do it for vibes. Like, share, subscribe, turn notifications on. It's your boy CultureCams, and I will be back tomorrow for Liverpool. I'm not doing a watch along, but I will be back to, react to the game. And of course, Saturday, Barcelona v Mallorca. Sunday, Man United v Arsenal. Then straight after that, FCM. Oh, the content is coming. We are back. I'm out. Peace.